But a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Ray White Burwood auction here in the heart of Burwood. By way of introduction, my name is G Chen. I'm your auctioneer today. We've got a team of Ray White Burwood here to assist you every step of the way, especially your selling agent, Hans and Neil, the whole team of Ray White Burwood here. We are here to assist you and guide you every step of the way. If you've got any questions regarding this property at all, please do make yourself known and reach out to one of our agents here today. Well, folks, on behalf of the team of Ray White Burwood, we would like to thank our vendors very much for going onto the market with us and select Ray White Burwood as our selling agent, and all the trust and the support they've had for us in the past many weeks' time. And to you, the lucky buyer, I would like to say congratulations in advance. All the best of luck with your bidding endeavors here today. Well, folks, the property we're selling today is formerly known as the Security Title Reference Volume 0852512, Folio 404, with all the improvements, also no better to you and myself and the mailman as the one and only 22 Chandler Grove here in the heart of Burwood. Today's auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules, and any additional conditions are made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and it does provide a fine for such a conduct. The auction rules permit vendor bids. The words I will use to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are simply vendor bid, and by law only I as the auctioneer can place a vendor bid. The vendors have a reserve price. As the auctioneer, I will indicate bidders on request, and most importantly, folks, the auction rules prohibits an auctioneer from accepting a bid or an offer after the property's been knocked down to the successful bidder. Oh, that hurts. So once the property goes selling is sold, the property will be deemed as sold, and I will take absolutely no late bids. So even if you do have more money to offer for this property beyond this point, I'll go a little bit more mild with me this time around. I will not be able to take any further bids or offers after the property's been knocked down. So please make sure, ladies and gentlemen, that you bid fast, that you bid loud, that you bid strong, and most importantly, folks, if you've got an upper limit, make sure that you reach it and beyond. If you've got only one golden opportunity to secure this absolutely fantastic piece of real estate for many decades to come. Today we're signing cash, an unconditional contract. There will be no calling off period. There will be no buyer's conditions permitted. The successful purchaser's obligations are simply twofold. Firstly, you pay a humble 10% deposit, and secondly, the remaining balance will be payable in the settlement term
30 to 90 days.
30, 60, or 90 days. You heard the man. We'll make it flexible for you. If you want to settle it quicker, do some renovation or moving straight in before Christmas, you can do that. And of course, you can celebrate your Christmas first of the new year and then move into the next year. Of course, you can do that as well. And also, if you have any pre-arrangements regarding any alternative settlement terms or the deposit payment methods, we will proceed as per usual. Your agreements do still stand. So please bid with confidence here today. By bidding here today, buyers, you didn't have read and understood all the relevant documentations that has been on display in the past 4 weeks' time, and of course in the past 30 minutes' time, and I'll simply take your silence. It's all clear and we're all good to go. Any questions, I'll send one of our agents to help you out. Very well, ladies and gentlemen, now let's take a look at this fine piece of real estate, 22 Chandler Grove in Burwood. When you talk about location, lifestyle, quality, etc., potential, or even redevelopment, or even investment opportunity, all of your boxes are ticked. This is a very rare product in the marketplace. It's probably one of the best blocks that you can find in Burwood. From the front all the way to the back, buyers, you can see that there's so much highlights, so much quality out there. 4 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. It's renovated and updated as well with the open plan living, and of course a nice kitchen at the back, and also 3 bedrooms on one side and also 1 other bedroom on the other, and the land is nice and flat, and you have much basically notice as well. This is a 27.5 meter frontages, so you can do a French provincial house with a double driveway. You can do it, and you can build something like right next door. If you look at the back, side by side townhouses, you can do it, ladies and gentlemen. And also, of course, with a land of 801 square meters, you can extend to the back. You can keep the current house and do some small renovations or big renovation. And like I mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, this is a lovely house with really good condition. You don't really have to do anything but to move straight in and enjoy or rent it out. This is a central location. You have all the tenants from the schools and of course unis as well. And also this is a center hub of convenience. Speaking of the location, in fact, if you draw 10 or 5 kilometer radius circle, you have all the major landmarks and amenities all in that circle here. To name but a few, the local Burwood Village Shopping Centre, shopping precinct along Toorak Road, Burwood One Shopping Centre, Burwood Heights Shopping Centre, Burwood Brickworks Shopping Centre as well, the actual local shops in Cheston as well, just in about 10 minutes drive, and Box Hill Central, Glen Waverley, Doncaster, etc, etc, etc. You have direct access to the CBD, you have direct access to the beach or even the peninsula here as well, the major freeway access on Monash Freeway and on M3 as well, the local train station in the existing Ashburton areas where the current Burwood station is, or the Box Hill station of course, and the future Burwood station right at the alongside of the Burwood Highway as well, and also you're one of the biggest, longest green belts the eastern suburbs has to offer you. The Gardeners Creek Reserve, the trail that takes you all the way from the Blackburn Lakes all the way to the M3 towards South Yarra area, and I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the location is just simply perfect. Market conditions on the side, speculation, some say we're going up or down or taking a roller coaster again, but there's one thing that you and I, we all know, ladies and gentlemen, is that great land, great properties in great locations would always do well. This is a fair market, this is a good market to purchase, ladies and gentlemen, and I can tell you, once these properties are gone, we don't have another 22 Chandler Grove in Burwood to offer you anymore on our books. I cannot commend this property enough, how great the location is, how great the land and the property is, and how big the potential is, ladies and gentlemen. Therefore, I've said enough. I leave the ball in your court. I call for an opening bid, open an offer to get our auction underway. Who would like to start, buyers? 22 Chandler Grove, Burwood. Name your price, buyers. Open a bidder offer. In your hands. My turn is over. It's over to you now. 990,000. That is a very, very humble start, but thank you very much for your bidding and joining. A bottle of wine is for you from Yafet as well. $990,000. $990,000. Let's go up to $1.1 million for the next call. 990,000. You might have purchased half a block of the land. Let's see if you can purchase the whole block of land. And 990,000. Once, twice, third, final call. Done. Finish and silent. Well, on behalf of the vendor, I'll place a vendor bid of $1,100,000 now. At $1.1 million now against you, $50,000 on the rise. 1.1 to 50,000 will be your next call. At $1,100,000, vendor bid this with me now. At $1.1 million, looking for 50,000, or right up to $1.2 million is absolutely no brainers price here. Let me just refresh your memory. 801 square meters of premium land that Burwood has to offer you. Great potential, great purchase, great buying here. Arguably speaking, the best block you can find in the area. Last year, we sold a property in Everest Court for over $1.7 million with absolute berserk bidding and the frenzy here at $1,100,000 on a vendor bid. At $1.1 million on a vendor bid here, I called 3 times once now at $1,100,000 vendor bid. 1,120,000. How about 50? Let's go for 50 and see what happens. We're below the quoting range. 115. Let's go for 115. How about that? 115. Oh, sorry. We got the 115 from them first. He did raise his hands after we popped the question. 1.1 to 50,000. 1.2. Let's go for 1.2. Let's go for 1.2. You know it. I know it. It's a great deal. It's 800 square meters. 1.1 to 50,000. Your interest, your bid here at 1.1 to 50,000. 1.2. I might be able to start taking 25,000 after we reach 1.2. Who knows? 1.1 to 50,000 at the moment. 1,100,000 at 50,000 the lead. At 1.1 to 50,000, 1.1, 1.2. How about that? Let's go for 1,200,000. 50,000. Jump back in $50,000 on the rise. At 1 million.
1.2 there.
1.2. Sorry, we got the. I think we got the 1.2 from the couple first.
Yeah.
Yes, 1.2 million against you. You missed the initiative for twice.
1.21. Take 10.
25. Let's go for 25. Let's go for 25. At $1,200,000 now. 3 players in the arena. 1.2 and 25. There you go. At $1,225,000. At 1.2 and $25,000. It's over to you now. 1.2 and 50. Can I say? 1,225,000. At 1.2 and $25,000 now. At 1.2 and 25,000, 1.2 and 50,000 to jump back. 1,250,000 against you, sir, sitting by the fence, standing by the fence, nice and relaxed. That's how you purchase real estate at 1,225,000. at 1.2 and $25,000. Another 25,000 to jump back over the top at 1,225,000. 1.25. Can I say yes or no? Instructions. 1.25, ma'am. Sir, need to know. 1.2 and 25. 1,250,000, I should think so. At 1,250,000 at 75, nice and easy. Can I say 1.2 and 50,000? At $1,250,000 now to 75. Can I say at 1,250,000? 75, naturally. 1,275. At 1.2 and $75,000 now to 1.3 anywhere. At $1,275,000 against you, Heinz against you, your face, sir, as well, crossing your arms. You contemplate it like a game of chess. I recommend that let's skip the waiting part and jump straight into business. At $1,275,000. At $1,275,000, you're waiting for the right opportunity. You will pounce back in, but guess what, sir? It is the opportunity now. At $1,275,000 now at 1.3. Can I say?
10.
Let's run it to 1.3. We might be able to take We might be able to take $10,000 from there onwards. Let's go for 1.3. Surely there's more. You know it. I know it's definitely worth that. 1,275,000. 85. Or how about this? Let's go for 20. Let's go for 20. Instead of 25, let's go for 20. 95. How about that? How about let's go for 15. Let's run up to 1.29. Let's go for 1.29. 15. 85 it is then. 1.2 and 85. Taking 10,000 or 15,000 if you like. 1.2 and 85,000. 1.3 or 1.2, 95 will be the next call. I will let you know the moment we can start chipping back into shorter increments. At 1.2 and $85,000. The boxy comes there as well now, $1,285,000. Just to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, if we do pass the property in, only the highest bidder, the last bidder, gets to treat with the vendor's reserve price at $1,285,000. Please come through, 1.285,000. Please mind the incoming traffic. 95. 1.3 and 5. How about that? Another 10. Let's go for another 10. If you'd like to go for another 10, you just nod your head or raise your arms. At 1.2 and 95,000. At 1,295,000, showing no sign of stopping at all. Another 10.
1.3.
5. 10,000. I will let you know once we can start taking 5,000s, but not at the moment. At 1,295,000, I called 3 times. Once now. At 1.2 and $95,000. Need to know, jump back over the top. Second call at 1.2 and $95,000. 1.350. 10,000, I should think so. At 1,305. At 1,305 at 15. Can I say 1.3 and 5,000? At $1,305,000 now. At 1.3 and $5,000. If you mean business, we do too. Jump back over the top. 1.3 and $5,000. Regaining the lead, taking back the lead. Well done so far. At $1,305,000 I have. At $1,305,000, sir, you've been quiet for a while at the back. Would you say, sir, under 10,000 to jump back? Yes. Yes? Yes. We'll come back to it 4 more times at least. 1.3 and 5,000. At $1,305,000 I have. At 1.3 and $5,000. Ryan, need to know, sir, ma'am, 10. Sorry? Let's go for 10. Let's go for 10. Yes. Let's go for 10, 15, and 25. At 15 now. At 1.3 and 15. At 1.3 and 15. Henry, is that a bid? Ma'am, I know you're here to purchase property. Let's go for 10,000. Let's go for 10. This could be the opportunity. If we do pass the property in, like I mentioned, we would only be talking with the highest bidder. Let's go for 10,000. Yes? You're looking at each other. Give me a nod. 1.3 and 15,000. The interest is there now across the street. Need to know, ladies. 1.3 and 25. Give me a 10. Yes.
10.
Yes.
Yep,
25. And 25, 4 players in the arena. 1.3 and 25. At 1.3 and 25,000 against you, Ryan and Yafei. And sir, of course, at the back. What do you say? 1.3 and $25,000 now. At $1,325,000, new bidder here. At $1,325,000, another 10,000 to jump back over the top. At $1,325,000, Ryan's at a bid, sir. 10,000 to jump back once now. $1,325,000. Second call at $1,325,000. Third and final call. Hold done. Hold finished and silent. Pointy end of the auction.
30.
35. Let's go for 35. Let's go for 35. Let's go for 35. How about this? Let's go for 10,000 and we can go put the $5,000 bid to everybody else. Not quite there yet, man, but let you know once we are. And when we get 325,000, 35. 35 can I say? Let's go for 35. You can go for 5,000, you could go for 10. What does that $5,000 mean to you in terms of real estate?
We're on the market.
You're on the market and selling, play for keep. You're interested in 5,000, we can take 30. 30. 30, here we go. On the market and selling, playing for keeps. The property will be yours, guys. If you go for the business offers, here's your answer, sir.
1,000?
On the market, sorry, 5,000?
1,000.
5, let's go for 5. I have a feeling that we're going to get there anyways. 1.3 and 30. 35. 35, yes, right? Yes. 1,000? 1,000. 1,000, are you sure?
Yes.
How about this? Let's meet in the middle. 1.34. No? 1,000. Right up to the 5. Right up to the 5. 1.3 and 31,000. 1.3 and 31,000. We're selling away today. 1.3 and 31,000. 1.335, I should think so, and 35, 36, or 40. Like I mentioned, we're gonna get there. Let's skip the waiting part or the slow bidding and the painful kind of dragon bidding war. How about let's go for 1.4,
1,000.
1,000 and 36, and 40. 36 now, and 40. Like I mentioned, extend your gap between you and your competitor. We'll put you into
1,000.
1,000 at 41. At 41. 45. 42. Let's go for 45. I've been proven countless times that placing a small increment will not help. 45. 46. And 50. And 50, I should think so. What do you say? 50. And 50. Naturally. 51.
1,000.
51.
1.351.
51. And 1.3 and 51,000. And 51. And 55. Once we knock down, I won't accept any late bids. 1.3 and 51. And 51. And 55. Or 1.36. Or let's take the ambition to the next level. Give me 1.4. You might potentially end the auction.
52.
52, just in the nick of time at 52.
1,000.
1.58. We got a 5.8 here. 1.358, yes, that's what I meant, sorry. 1.358, not 1.5, 358.
1,000.
And 59. And 59. And 65. And 59. 65, 65 anywhere, or 60, it's still money. 1.3 and 59,000. And 1.3 and 59,000. I do recommend the first one that bids 1.4 might potentially end the auction.
60.
60, 65,
1,000.
61, 61. Like your strategy, 61 and 65, 65 anywhere. 1.3 and 61,000. At $1,361,000. Think about the land. Think about the potential location. You know you won't be able to find good, big blocks of land in Burwood areas. There are many of the neighbors around here. Tell them that it's a very rare circumstance, a very rare opportunity to find in the marketplace. And I can tell you guys, once you move in, you will never want to move out. Am I right, neighbors? That's right. Thank you very much. And 61. And 61 is the bid. The key's now going this way. Are you sure? Sorry? Here. Another 1,000 or 5? 1,000. And 62? 60. I can read the lips.
1,000.
Yes, 63. At 63 now. At 63. At 1.3 and 63. And 64. And 65. Naturally. You've been doing great so far. You don't want to miss out by 1,000. 64. What was that?
500.
Let's go for 1,000. I can take, but there's no point. 63, 64. A strong bid would end the auction at this stage. At 63, the key's now 64. Sorry, 64. The key's now going this way. 65. Let's go for
1,000.
1,065 and 70.
500.
1,000. Let's go for $1,000. Let's go for 1,000 as the minimum. Sorry, 66. There you go, 66. 70. Let's go for 70. You know it. I know we're gonna get there. By 1,000 at a time, and then another 1,000. We're gonna get there. Sorry, is that a bit? No. Sorry. Let's go for 1,000. Let's go for 1,000. Let's go for 1,000. And if you miss out by $500, it's such a pity. Don't want to miss out by $500. Let's go for $1,000. Let's go for 1,000. At 66 now. At 66 I have. 67. 67. $500. 500. 66 and a half. 66 and a half. 66 and a half.
1,000.
And 67 and a half. You see? 67 and a half. 68. 69. 68 now. We got the 68. 1.3 and 68. 1.3 and $68,000.
500.
$500, 68 and a half. 69.
500.
69 and a half. If you want to go for $500 in a bid, you better be quick. 1.3 and 69,000. 69 and a half. I can see that 69 and a half. 70.
500.
70. 70 and a half. 70 and a half. Or 71. Or 1.4. I think we're going to get there.
1,000.
1,000. 71. 72. I told you, going for a smaller bit would only draw more shark into the water. Before you know it, you're 1.4. How about let's go straight to 1.4? No? Let's meet in the middle. Let's go for 1,000. I'm only suggesting the way that works in the auction. For you to be in it to win it. 1.3 and 71,000. Let's go for this one last 1,000 and see what happens. No. We'll be knocking down. Here it goes. 1.3 and 71,000. What? A one again, 371,000. Second call at 1.3. 72. I knew it. 1.3 and 72. Welcome back, by the way.
1,000.
73. At 73. 73, just an indicative time. And 73. At 73. And 74. And 74 anywhere. Like I mentioned, $500 won't work. Let's go for 1,000. This is the only way potentially for you to seize this property, this opportunity, this block of land and the potential and the location. 1.3 and 73,000. 1.3 and 73. At 1.3 and 73. At 1,373,000. 74. 74 anywhere. 74. Let's go for 1,000. Or even if you want to go for $500, I can take. All you need to do is to raise your arms. 1.3 and $73,000. 74. Need to know. And we're having a very heated discussion. You will always reach out to one answer. Is that this is a great property? You should go for more. Yes. Here comes the not.
1.38.
1.3 and 80,000. Good bid. 1.3 and 80,000. 1.38 and 81. 85, sir. 85, can I say? 1.3 and 81. 1.3 and $81,000. Almost missed out. Better be quick. 1.3 and 81,000. 85.
385.
85 and 86. Can I say 1.3 and 85? 86 and 90. 90. Sorry, 88. 1.3 and 88. One we get 388,000. 90. Let's go for 90. 1.3 and 88. At one again, $388,000. Here comes the nod. 89 and 90. 90. 89 now. You were holding the keys 10 seconds ago. Now you don't. Take it back. 90. 90. Yes. By going for another 1,000, that's barely about $10 of interest rate payment more every single year. That's 3 coffees. Yes. 90. 90. At 1.39. 1.4, like I mentioned. Let's go. 1,091.
1,000.
Sorry?
1,000.
1,092. 95. Or let's go for 1.4. 92. At 1.3 and 92. At $1,392,000. Looks like they're jumping back. Get your next bid ready, because you might need it soon. At 92, 93, 94, yes, 95, or 1.4. What do you say? Neil instructions, we'll be knocking down. So 94. Yes. Oh no. We'll be knocking down. Just to confirm the bid, 93. Once now. 1.3 and 93. Sorry, 1.41. Another one. 94. And 94 now. And 95.
1.4.
1,400,000. Welcome back, ladies. That's how you purchase real estate. At 1,400,000. At 1.4. At $1,400,000. Another 1,000 anywhere. 1.4. 1,400,000. 1.4 and 1,000. One anywhere. Haven't forgotten about you guys. What do you say? Another 1,000 to jump back? Yes? No? I'll see you in the next auction. Thank you, though. What do you say, sir and ma'am? 1.4 now to 1,000. 1,000 anywhere? Yes or no? $1.4 million. At $1,400,000. Guys, what do you say? You might have been researching property for a very, very long time. You might have attended many auctions and missed out. Don't want to miss out at this stage. Walk away with the contract. What do you say? 1,000. Let's try the one last 1,000 and see what happens. Yes or no? No. A very light-hearted decision. Yes. Yes or no? 100%. 1,000?
Just do what you need to do.
No? 1,400,000, like I mentioned, the first one who reaches 1.4 might potentially end the auction. And here he goes at $1,400,000. Once now at $1.4 million. Second call at $1,400,000. 100%. No more interest. Third and final call. All done, or finished, or selling, 100%, no more interest, 1,000 there, 1,401,000, a 1,401, at 1.4 and $1,000. You've gone so far, let's go for another 1,000. Maybe it's yours. I just want to point out that your competitors are taking longer and longer than they did in this current bidding. So that means they're probably reaching their limit. There could be the last bid. We did have some cases where the final bidder go for 1,000, went for $1,000 or $500 to actually win the auction. You never know.
1,000.
1,002. I'll extend the same courtesy over to you, sir and ma'am. 1.4 and 2,000. At 1.4 and 2,000. And 3. And 3, can I say? Yes, 3. Here's a nod. And 3. And 4. 1.3, 1.4 and 3. At $1,403,000. $1,403,000. Great purchase, great buying here. Needless to say, the crowd should give you confidence. We had a pretty quick auction here today, all the way from $990,000 all the way to $1,403,000. And if you're thinking about selling, Ray White Burwood is looking forward to having a conversation with you in regards to maximizing the value of your property. We are looking forward to recreating this fantastic competition in your front lawn at $1,403,000. Here it goes, and 4.
1,000, yep.
And 4. And 5. Have your Saturdays and Sundays back. Another 1,000 of 5. And 5. And 6, or 1.41. And 5. And 5. And 1.4 and 5,000. At 1.4 and $5,000. Need to know. Just down in one competitor in the field. Well done so far. But don't want to miss out by 1,000. And 5 now. And 5. I can tell it's not about money. It's about the house. 1,000 and 6. And 6. And 7.
1,000.
And 7. And 8. and 7 now. At 1.4 and 7,000. At 1,407,000. 1.4 and 7. Yes.
1.41.
1,410,000. 1.41, good bid, strong bid, 1.4 and 10,000. At 1,410,000. At 1,410,000 is a bid. 1,411,000. Yes. Yes. And 1,000. 11. And 12. Let's go for 12. It's only money. 1.4 and 11. 1.4 and $11,000. 1,000 to jump back. Otherwise, we'll be knocking down. 1,411,000. You might be keeping this property for decades for your family to enjoy it. As far as I know it, the vendor's family has enjoyed it for over 4 decades. Real estate are not like partners. If you don't like them, you sell them. 1.4 and 11,000. Let's go for 12 and 12 at $1,411,000. In a few months' time, the new owner will be moving to this property with a key. You got a brochure, and in fact, you've been looking at properties for so long, you got a whole stack of brochures in your place, not getting a single property. Come back with the home. 1.4 and $11,000. We'll be happily knocked out the property to you one more thousand. And 12. And 12. 1.4 and 12. 1.4 and 12. At 1,412,000. And 13. What do you say? 1.4 and 12. At 1,412,000. 1,000 out. You told me last time. I don't believe you this time. $500? Yeah, of course. Still money. 1.4 and 11,000.
500.
And 12. And
13.
12.
13.
13. Sorry, 13. 13. Lost count. 1.4 and 13. 1,413. And 13 now. And then another 500, what do you say? 1.4 and 13,000. At 1.4 and $13,000. At $1,413,000. We'll be knocking down. Looks like the key's going back this way. At 1.4 and 13,000. At 1.42. 1.42. Another $7,000. At 1,420,000. At 1,400,000. 1,000 of 21. At 21. At 1.4 and 21,000. At $1,421,000. At 1.4 and 21. At 21 and a half. At 1.4 and $21,000. 21 and a half? Or 25? Yes? 21. We've got 21 this way. Behind me. Across the street. Sir and ma'am, what do you say? This is probably the perfect gardens for your children to play in. This is probably the best pocket for you to develop in the future if you like. Think twice or 3 times before you make any final decision. Because the most painful thing in real estate is I should have, I would have, I could have bid, but I didn't. At 1.4 and $13,000, if you're sure, I'm sure. At 1.4 and 13.
1.4, 21.
21, sorry, 21.
1,000.
1,022. At 22 now.
1,000.
And 23. And 23. At 23. At 23. At 24. At 24 now. And 25. At 24. At 24 and 25. 25 now. 26. 25. Got 25 here. Out. You told me twice you're out. But you did jump back every single time. I don't believe it this time around. At 1.4 and 25. 25, right? 25. At 1.4 and 25. We need to know. Otherwise, we'll be knocking down. 100% Hans. Payne. Are you guys out, sir and ma'am? At 1.4 and 25,000. At 1,425,000. Here he goes. Once now looks like you have beaten all your competition again. Second call at 1.4 and 25,000. Third Looks like you're bidding. Is it 1,000? Or 1.43? Yes. 1.4 and 25?
1.428.
1.428. Another 3,000. The fact that you have so much competition means this is a premium location. This is a premium property. Maybe in about 10 years' time.
1.43.
1.43 at $1,430,000 at $1,430,000. Maybe in about 10 years' time that you decide to put the property relisted on the market again, you're probably going to have the similar size of crowd because the location will only get more popular. The area will only get more people to draw more people in. You know this is the geographical center of the metropolitan Melbourne. You will never go wrong with such location. You will never go wrong with these type of properties. At 1.4 and 30,000. Once, need to know. Second call at 1.4 and 30,000. Third and final call. All done. Finished in silent selling. What? 31 just in the nick of time. 35. At 35 anywhere. At 1.4 and 31. At 1,431,000. At 1,431,000. It's any minute now, split second decisions. I know it's hard. You can bid first and then rethink. You're going to thank yourself. I promise you this. At 1.4 and 31,000. The tide is turning now. At 1.4 and $31,000 in it to win it. At 1,431,000. Fair warning market. Have we got your best?
1,000.
1,000 at 32. At 35. At 35. At 32 now. At 1.4 and 32. At 1.4 and 32. Can somebody go to 2x12 Hastings Avenue to assist Jason? At 1.2 and 1.4 and 32. At 1.4 and 32. At 1.4 and $32,000. Need to know 100%. Are you out, sir? 100%. No more interest. 1.4 and 32,000. Here it goes. Once. Twice.
Another one.
Another one at 33. After thorough calculation, Dr. Google tells you that is a great deal. 33. 33. 33. And 34. At 34.
One.
And 35. And 36. Need to know. 35. 35. 1.4 and 35. 36. You know this property works. You've done inspections, building inspections. Everything has been proven perfect for you. You don't want to miss out on $1,000. Almost yours. Almost yours.
1,000.
And 1,000 at 37. And 37. And 37 now. At 1.4 and 37.
1.44.
1.4 and 40,000. At 1,440,000. At 1,440,000. At 41. Absolutely certain. You did tell me to do my job last time. I don't believe you this time anymore, sir, with all due respect. No, are you 100% now? 100%. Not 100%. Maybe 90%. How about the rest 10% without contribute another 1,000 from you? 1.44. At 1,440,000, out. 100%. Thank you very much. We do look forward to meeting you in our next auction at 1,440,000. How about this side, sir? No? No more interest? Sir and ma'am. 100%, no more interest. Sir, on the far side, no more interest. Out. Thank you very much. Looks like you have beaten all your competition again and again and again. Maybe it's yours. 1.4 and 40,000. Here it goes. Once, twice, third, final call. Selling. Selling. Welcome to Burwood. We're sold. Congratulations, Burwood. Burwood.